RIP to the soundboard, man. I love the fact that you guys are typing it out in chat. I guess it's better than nothing. One day we'll get it back and we'll get it working. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. So glad to see you all in chat. Hello, Code Blue. I hope your hubby's doing better, hun. Pink Warrior, DP Cat Lady, Cashy, Glass Diamonds, Carrie. Hey, girl. Hey. Effie, Bama Girl, Foxy Roxy, Fifi48, Katrina, Sava. Good for you. CK, Carrie, WNC Tar Heels, Lip Gloss, Little Birdie, Mary Sparkle, Sweep, hello, Milman the Bearcat, Nettie's Nishay. Holy shit, the chat just takes off all of a sudden. Grunge 90s music, hello, hello. Salad is keeping her isolated to collect Beezer's money, probably. Jennifer Ann, hello. Fondue, good to see you. Trumer, Jeff's Couch, a pineapple, hello. Can't walk, but always running. Isn't that the truth? Hey, just Jamie, good to see you. Anna Peters, I draw people and animals. Kyle, hello. Shelly Ray, Fauntleroy, Sassy Mama, Melanie, Kath Run, Porcula, EBDB, Missing Mimic, hey girl, Remy, Grace, Sin More. Instead of bedbound bees, shed-bound bees. Shed is exactly what it sounds like, Chantel. A shed or a barn? Let me go ahead and post your comment up here. I haven't figured, I guess, is it the same thing? It's really not. I think there's quite a bit of a difference in a barn and a shed. And I think we're going more for the barn here. Grace, thank you so much for the support, honey. Good to see you. Shed bound. Hey, Star Mixer, good to see you. A pig pen for sure. Fauntleroy, hello to you again. Andy Tarot, hello. Good to see you. Welcome all. I am ready for today's shit show, but I have to say this much, okay? It's going to be more of the same. Chantel hyping up Syria yet again, and we knew this was going to happen until she is in transit to go to Syria. When she goes dark on social media, whenever that's going to be. Hold on, my wife just texted me. I got to make sure, see what she said. Oh, I don't know what section we are, babe. I sent you the picture. Go back and look at our messages. Everybody else is there, so I think we're marked safe. I think it's the other side of the building. Hey, Big Bertha Jean, did you see she almost said my name? She's in here watching. Big Bertha, I definitely think that Chantel likes to stick her nose in shit. She definitely checks in on all the reaction channels, not only the reaction channels, but also the clip channels. I'm pretty sure she also is a big fan of Chicken Pickle over there. So absolutely. And we catch her saying some of the catchphrases that we say over here. She also repeats them and gives it away for herself. She's not just a big fan of the support group. She's a big fan of the community in general. And Big Bertha, thank you for the support. You cracked me up with your soundboard typing in the chat. Appreciate you, girl, for being a team player. Fumo says he wants to squeeze every coin out of her before the seed. That I do agree with. And I think he can see. And you know what? In this stream, she talks about and she does the math. And she's like, okay, if I'm paying hey, Butter Crumpet, if I'm paying $2,200 a month in rent, do you know how much that is a year? That is ridiculous. Yes, you're right. All of the rent and mortgage that we are paying, ladies and gentlemen, it just doesn't make any sense. We all should pack our bags together, save us a shit ton of money, and gunt off to Syria. We can have the support group in person. We can get like a big shed barn, if you will, and we will host the streams over there. And then we can all save our coins together. What we're going to spend it on in Syria, I don't fucking know. So that's my question to you, Chantel, right? That's great. You're going to be saving like $40,000 a year because you're not going to have to pay rent any longer. So now that you're relocating to Syria and you don't plan on moving back to Canada, what are you going to spend all of your money on? How much debt could you possibly have that's not paid off at this point? So here's the thing. Hear me out. Make this make sense to me, people. So she's gunting off to Syria. So she no longer has to pay to live in Canada. She's going to save all of this money. She's going to be able to pay off her debt in Canada. Why? Why would you pay off your debt in Canada if you never intend to live back in Canada? If you just intend on either living in Syria or traveling the world, and Canada is just not for you. So you want me to believe an individual like Chantel, who has never been responsible a day in her life, is finally going to be locating outside of the country. I shouldn't say finally, but yet again, and she is going to send the money that she would have been spending on rent, and she's going to be paying off her debt. Who's believing that shit? Not a chance in hell. So the question is, what are you going to be doing with all your money since you don't have any bills anymore? I mean, the last time that you were in Syria and the last time that you were in Kuwait, you should have had a shit ton of money saved up, since you were, according to you, living free also in Kuwait, even though they were paying rent and they were paying a car payment and they had electricity and all those things that they had to pay for, and they were responsible for in Kuwait. She has presented this fantasy that she wasn't paying for any of it, that Salah was paying for her life while she was in Kuwait. She didn't have to pay rent there. She didn't have to pay the car payment. She didn't have to pay for anything. That Salah did all of that as well. So what happened to all of that money? Oh, and she was making decent money while she was in Kuwait. Definitely better than what she's making now. But yes, Chantel, please, girl, save your Canadian coin, relocating to Syria, and doing whatever it is that you're going to do with that. Fumos, thank you for the support, hun. Melanie, hello. Hi, everyone. My one-eyed kid. Oh, my goodness. I'm so glad to hear that. He seems completely unaffected by the eye removal, but I've heard orange cats are built different. You know what? Animals in general are built different. They're nothing like us humans. I mean, imagine if one of us had to have an eye removed. I mean, I don't know that I would ever recover from something like that, okay? But animals, just like you said, it's like it never even happened. I'm so glad your baby's doing better, hon, and thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Dastardly says, oh my God, she's huge. She is huge, dude. And I'm still shook. Not gonna lie, even though I'm not shocked that she's going back to Syria, I'm still shook that she is willing to roll the dice in her condition and go back. Hey, Spaghetti Girl, good to see you. Frenchie BG, Katrina, everybody just coming in. Hello, Jeff. I can't wait for the first time he leaves her with no junk food. And like I said yesterday, the rages, we're not going to have to wait for it this time. They're going to happen very fast. And that's if she even makes it. And here's where I think Chantel is. And I think she's been there for a long time. Chantel doesn't value her own life. And I know that sounds crazy to say. To some it may, to some it may not, because obviously, right? But I mean, she really doesn't. Like, you might look at somebody like Rosie and come to the same conclusion, but I think it's two completely different situations. Yes, Rosie has put herself in a position to where anything could happen to her with the amount of weight that she's gained. And God, Sam was watching an old video of Rosie's, and it was crazy to say it, but she was so much smaller. And I think it was like a year or two ago, and she is just humongous present day. So, which is true, but I don't think Rosie is at the place to where she doesn't care if that happens. She just doesn't want to change it, if that makes sense. To whereas Chantel's situation is, she really doesn't care. She's like, you know what? I've done everything I want to do. I have nothing to look forward to in life. There's nothing basically here for me. So I'm just going to thug it out as long as I can. And when my time comes and I'm one with this seed, then so be it. Then so be it. And to have a mindset like that, not only is it dangerous for her, but it's also pretty fucking sick for her family, who's eventually going to have to clean up that mess. Jeff, thank you for the support. Sam says Canada needs to stop letting Gunt off until she's paid her debt there. I can't understand why that hasn't caught up to her yet, but it is Canada. I guess they operate different than over here in the good old United States of America. Rosie doesn't care enough to do what's got to be done. So I feel like she's stugging it out to the end too. She's just not that close. If you know, you know. Yeah, but I think her outlook on life is a little bit different than Chantel's. Like, Chantel is more... she's more dark. Like, I think she really has accepted it. And I know she talks about change and it'll eventually happen, and some people don't change their life, but she's just saying that. She knows good and well that more than likely this is her last travel to Syria. She's not going to go to Syria, and she's not going to start walking, and she's not going to change her diet. None of those things are happening. And she's well aware of that. Her saying she looks like she's joining. Oh, yes, girl. I was there when she said that. I was like, wow, you might not want to say that, Chantel, but go ahead, girl. You haven't even boarded the plane yet. Hey, Fondue. Salah said he has 2 cars and now this villa. He has a shop attached to the family home. She fixed their family home, the one she can't squat in. Yes, Fondue. And she walked back yesterday. She doesn't even know what to say when it comes to the things that Salah has said in chat, because neither one of them can keep up with each other's lies. So Salah has stated that he has 2 cars. And yesterday, Chantel was like, hey, Manning, no, he doesn't have 2 cars. I'm not sure why he said that. Maybe he said that we have 2 cars because we have the car and then we have the motorcycle as well. She doesn't even know what he has and what he doesn't have over in Syria. They don't talk very often. Even I think more now than what they were talking, because I think Salah again wants to cash in the final chapter of Chantel. He does want to get think about the number that Chantel just put out there yesterday. That's the same thing that she has presented to Salah to get Salah to allow her back to Syria. The $40,000 that she's just throwing away to live in Canada, like that set off all the bells and whistles in Salah's head. So he's like, you know what? I can deal with this death fat, this uncontrolled type 2 death fat here in Syria. I'm going to put her out in the middle of nowhere, tuck her away, and make sure that she cannot cause problems and cash in as much as I possibly can before she's no longer here, because the clock is ticking and he knows it. Hey, Tat Von B. Fondue, thank you for the support, hon. Appreciate you. Rosie still doesn't think her weight is a problem. I know. She is absolutely insane. Rosie doesn't care enough to do what's got to be done. Oh, yeah, I read that already. Damn, am I that behind in chat? Here we go. Jennifer Ann, hello. You think they would revoke her passport? Well, and a lot of people have speculated, but I don't think that's going to happen, because the only reason I'm a naysayer when it comes to Chantel not being allowed to travel, either in her condition or because her passport has been revoked for whatever the reason may be, is every time Chantel goes to travel, we say the same things. We're like, there's no way she's not going to do it. They're not going to let her renew her visa again, or she's not going to be able to travel. And then she ends up doing it. So I'm just going to wait and see what happens. I'm going to say that Chantel's visa will not be flagged, because going off of the history of Chantel, I'm going to say that even giving her medical condition, they will still allow her to fly. Now, what happens during the transit from Canada to Syria is another question. Some say her inspections are early because she wants the deposit now. Ooh, Lauren, maybe. So that inspection yesterday that she had or whatever, and she's not supposed to be out until October, either she could be lying about it completely, which is a possibility, right? Or she's leaving sooner than later, which is also another possibility. And I think that one, either of those things are pretty plausible. Ellie says, we all saw the Red Room pic. No way Salah's attracted to her. If I were him, I'd want to keep her in Canada and have her send money. I don't get why he'd want her there. Plus, his family does not like her. That's an easy one. I can answer that one. I can take it away, because she's throwing a tantrum. She's throwing a tantrum. I'm pretty sure the payments to Salah in Syria have pretty much came to a halt. And she is presenting to Salah, I can no longer send you money because I can't afford to. I have all of these bills in Canada. It's so expensive. Unfortunately, I just can't send you any more money. So Salah had a couple of options here. He could have just said, okay, well, you're not sending me money, then deuces, I'm out. Or he could have gave in, which is what has happened, to Chantel and said, and she's like, if I could just come to Syria, all this money that I have to spend to live in Canada could go to us in Syria. And again, all those numbers, the $30,000 and $40,000, when you're talking about somebody who lives in Syria, it's like fireworks. The 4th of July just going off in Salah's head. So that was enough, in my opinion, Ellie, when you think about it like that. The only reason that Salah has ever been around is for financial gain. That was all it really took. He made her stay there for Canada for an entire year. I feel like he did that to teach her a lesson, because if you remember, thinking back to when Chantel first got to Canada, she was going to do the same thing she did when she came back from Syria, or I'm sorry, from Kuwait the first time. She was trying to show her ass, get Salah to beg her back. That did not happen. He made her stay there for a year, but she thought that Salah was going to beg her back immediately. She told everybody, he doesn't even act like he cares. He's not even asked me to come back. All of that. And now she has gotten, and he has gotten what they want from the situation. So it's going to be an entire shit show. We don't know, Manning, if that is the uncle's home. I'm not quite sure if it's a family home. I mean, that's a possibility, or they are renting a new property for Chantel. Who knows? Ellie, thank you for being a member, hun. Manning says, do not listen to the Beezers, cutie. Listen to your haters. Don't you let them keep you from going to live in Salah's uncle's third bedroom. That would probably be the better situation, Manning, but I really don't think that that's the situation. I don't think this Chantel. I really don't. Like, I think it was a back and forth as far as demands are concerned for her to come to Syria and, you know, what Salah was willing to tolerate. And I really think that one of those where Chantel wants to be alone. That's at the very top of the list over AC, over electric, probably over, I don't know, Julia, that she wanted to be far away from Salah's family. So I don't think that anybody's necessarily going to be living in the home. Could be a family home, but I highly doubt that anybody is there. Manny, thank you so much for the support. But do I think that the family could show up if Salah stays at the new house? Oh yeah, absolutely. And I can't wait for her to rage about that. Hey, Sleepy Moo, good to see you. What Kyle say? I say that because there was a partition between her home and the uncle's. Oh, okay. She was supposed to get a permanent residence, apply for him to come, earn loads of money, lose weight, and see all specialists. She's done none of it. No. And she's going to do the bare minimum in order to make this trip happen. She even said, I was listening to the end of her stream right before I went live. They were talking about her packing. She was like, normally I just wait till last minute, throw everything in a suitcase and call it a day. You're relocating to a new country and you're going to wait till the last minute to pack and throw everything in a suitcase and just be out of the country just like that. This woman is so unhinged and so sick in the head. I've never seen anything like it. Hey, Angelica, good to see you. Hello, Yabba and fam. Oh my goodness. If it works, I'll be able to walk again. Prayers and good vibes. Appreciate it. Love you. Love you too, girl. Thoughts and prayers your way. All the healing vibes. Guys, please tag Angelica with all the good vibes, all the love, all the prayers that you can. Good luck, girl. And you got this. And Chantel, this is what we mean. This person has to have a very major surgery in order to maybe be able to walk again. And here you are in your situation wanting to be disabled. Same goes for you, Rosie. It's disgusting. Angelica, again, girl, good luck to you. And thank you for the support, hun. Yes, it's like a curtain, a divider, a room divider, if you will. Glass Diamonds, I don't remember if I said hello to you, but hello, welcome, welcome. Also, if you guys are interested, I have relaunched the merch store. I'm going to post a link in the chat. Now, there's only limited things available. I don't have shirts. I don't have hoodies in there yet. I took down the old designs. I just don't like them. I feel like they need to be updated. And eventually, I will work on them. So I will let you guys know when there's new shirts, new hoodies. I know a lot of people are holding out for that. But we do have a couple of trading cards available. I put a new notebook, which I really love in there. I don't have the notepad listed yet. I'm still working on that. And we still have like the OG stuff. Like we still have the LED light, wax melts, tumblers, mouse pads, things like that. And I'll add stuff. I just wanted to it took me a lot of time to get the website functional and looking the way that I actually wanted it to look for once, because I've never actually been happy with it. But I really like the layout. So now I just got to work on what kind of items we're going to list in the store. So feel free to check it out. Again, I'll let you guys know when I have new stuff available. Lori Compton, hello. Ooh, girl, look at you. Finally at the goal weight after weight loss surgery. 374 to 156 at 5'9". Good for you, girl. Let's see if I got it and I can play it for you. Where is it at? Here it is.
For you.
Congratulations, girl. Love to see it. And thank you for being a member for 43 months. Appreciate you. All right. So we are going to watch yesterday. I kind of want to go over the one that she did at nighttime too, but I don't think we're going to be able to get to it. We'll see. But we're going to start out with the first one she did. which is she's not even she hasn't been putting any effort into titling these live streams. They're all bees maxing at this point. This, ladies and gentlemen, if you wanted to know what bees maxing is, you're looking at it. That's it. This is bees maxing. You know what? Very on brand, Chantel. Shelly Ray, hello. Good morning. I was looking over the merch store and the banana wax melt. I just didn't see it. That one I don't have listed yet, Shelly Ray. When the support group is over, I will list that one. I needed to go over my inventory before I added that one to the store, and I'll have it up, girl. Thank you for the reminder, and thank you for the support, girl. I appreciate you as always. All right. All right, ladies and gents, let's get started.
Ija. Hello, Scrape. Who's here? Who's all here? Fable, Weird Barbie, Krista, Sour Onion, Sir Onion. I missed somebody up there, sorry. Neil?
Hey, Rebecca.
Hi. Lavisa, Victim. Dishes suck. Hey, Danny. Hey, 1047. Hippie, Meowgy, Aussie Girl. You love me forever? I hope so. Hey, cat on my lap. My crappy day. Me too. What's he saying?
Also, again, yesterday we were talking about Chantel having her headache. Her headache comes down to the fact that she's very sick. And again, that still remains today, present day. Chantel is very sick, and I feel like she's getting sicker by the day. And this is before she's going to gun off to Syria, to where the healthcare is completely different. She doesn't have access, and she is dependent on Salah, who is scamming her for her Canadian coin to take care of her if something goes wrong. But if you notice, and then she even says it, how bad she feels. She does feel bad. You can't take that away from Chantel. You can look at Chantel and tell that she is sick. The fact, I mean, I don't know what her family could actually do in their positions. I feel like they don't even know. You got to wonder, like, behind the scenes, has Smee made any kind of like phone call to see if maybe they can get some kind of like 5150 on Chantel? But I would imagine, especially in Canada, there's not a whole lot that they can do. But if there is something that they could do to stop this from happening, if they actually cared about Chantel, they should. Because this, again, this is not going to end well for any of them.
Hey, Pamela, corn fondue.
Right, Fawn. It's not easy like that to have somebody committed. That is true.
Kevin Slam. 6 Eva. Do you guys know a band named Eve 6? That's what that reminds me of. Hey, Carla. I know the seal pillow. It's cute. Oh, were you? You were at the mall? Which one? The Gloucester? The Gloucester Mall?
Don't you think, though, by just hearing this story, if you were to talk to a professional and present this story for actual facts, okay, not the fantasy that Chantel presents it as, oh, my husband in Syria, we truly love each other, and, you know, Syria's came so far and they have so much to offer and blah, 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 blah. Like, if you really sat down with the professional and you know, got down to brass tacks, romance scammer. Oh, Chelsea, it's your birthday, girl. Happy birthday to you. Congratulations on making it another year. We'll circle back. Damn, Kimberly. Do you think we're that far? But if they sat down and they actually told the real story behind all of this, and to see somebody like Chantel and present it as she really believes that this is true, you would think that that would be enough for somebody to be really insane, enough for somebody to say that she's insane and put a stop to things, but maybe not.
Beauty blender. Hey, Juicy Peach. Hi, Inu. Depression. Look at the weather out there, bro. Can we get BG a hijab? Monster Mash? I think just look up Google's Foodie Beauty Archive.
No, I don't. Listen, this went left real fast. I was talking about just 5150ing Chantel. And then we got people in the chat that are saying, can Chantel qualify for the MAID program or whatever the fuck it's called in Canada? Even if she could, which I don't know what the qualifications are for that. I don't think that her family, I don't think that they're there. Hey, Torin. I think it's Salah's final rug pull and then ghost. Ooh, I don't know. You know what? I'm down for that entertainment if that's the case. We'll wait and see. But thank you for the support, hon. Appreciate you. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Big girl.
Saint Laurent, you won a stuffy at the claw game? I can never win at those. Yeah, it's raining, thunderstorm. Thank you, Aurora.
Yeah.
I had a long ass nap. Well, BG and I both did. When I woke up, I had.
Okay, so yesterday she went live right at the end of the support. Well, at the very end, we hadn't left yet and we were stream sniping, remember? Well, I watched the rest of the stream and she ends up still under the bridge and that's where she cuts it. Well, she went over, of course, was it the Costco or the mall? Don't know, doesn't matter. And she got herself a pizza. So this is what she's doing in preparation to go to Syria when she's supposed to be locked in, working on her mobility, is that she drives her mobility scooter, gets herself an entire pizza, takes it back to her apartment, eats said pizza, and then goes down for a carb coma. Locked in, bitches. Yeah, she went and bought pizza, soda, and dip.
What the fuck? I had 2 cat feet, brown cat feet, right in my face. They smelled like corn chips. Hey, don't sweat, Marsha. Jane?
Why do you smell everything on your cat? You're always talking about how bad your cat's breath is. I don't even know that I know what my cat's breath smells like. And I damn sure as hell aren't smelling their feet. You're weird. She is. She is a weirdo. Somebody said that. And it was just as simple as that. They called Chantel just a fucking weirdo. And that is the best way to describe this motherfucker is she's just a weirdo. Like a really big weirdo.
Jane. Because I was like on my side sleeping, and under the comforter right there, she was sleeping.
Oh, I'm sorry, Grunge. I missed you in chat. We have another birthday in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Grunge 90s music. Happy birthday to you. Oh, yeah. Dude, stop it. Oh, my God. You know what? I remember that now that you bring it up, but I really feel like that is something that I blocked out of my memory until you brought it back up. Fucking disgusting. Hey, Liz K. How Canadian 5150 would work? A relative would have to get Chantel declared incompetent by a judge. It's really hard to do without her being a danger to herself or others. Yes, and I would assume as much, but you would think with her plans, being in the condition that she is in, about to travel for 12 hours, and according to her, taking her cat with her would be enough to qualify her to being a danger to herself. But maybe not. Maybe they don't see it like that. Liz, thank you for the support, hun. Seattle Sapphire, hello. Poor in Canada or miserable in Syria? Let's go. You know what? I will say this much. What content that she will be able to do from Syria? Because here's the problem. I'm very excited about the Syrian arc, and I can't even believe that I'm saying that, but I am, just because of the potential that is going to be there. Here's where the problem comes in. I don't know how much of that shit that we're going to be able to see. I don't think that she's going to have any better internet than what she had when she was in the family home. If anything, I think there's a possibility that the connection is going to be worse than what it was before. So as much as I think that Chantel is going to be upset and raging in Syria, I don't think that we're going to be able to see a whole lot of it. I'm curious of how that's going to play out. Seattle, I was going to call you Syria. Get it together, bitch. Thank you for the support, hun.
Beside me, but her feet were like this. So I opened my eyes and I grabbed them and went, "Where are these things?" She immediately starts purring. She's happy. Must be happy I'm awake. We had a tornado warning, I know. Your dog smells like Fritos. Cat Fritos is more mild. Hey, Glitter Queen. No, I didn't have to be there. I think they came when I was gone for my coffee bees because the door, like, I remember I forgot to lock.
Be quiet, Chantel. Hellfire says, I'm here for Syrian Fatty Shack Bees 2026. Me too, girl. And thank you for being a member for 14 months. You would think that one of the things on Chantel's list, hey, Loop, of demands would be, I need to make sure that I can do my job when I come to Syria. Like everything depends on whether or not I can do my live streaming while in Syria. I need you to prove to me, Salah, that I'm going to be able to live stream when I'm there. So either you can go live and you can do it unlisted, or we can do public streams or whatever. But I need hey, Kit Kat, I need some proof that when I get there that I'm going to be able to do my job. It's so weird that none of that has been provided. Lights out. Hello. Can I get a celebration song today? My high needs. Kiddo went to her first day of KG yesterday and she made it the whole day without an early pickup. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy for the both of you, girl. Congratulations. And absolutely, celebration song it is. Oh, yeah. That's amazing for you and your baby, hun. And thank you for the support. I appreciate you.
Okay. I know I shouldn't tell people that, but I'm making sure I'm not going to forget anymore anyways.
Hey, Lindsay.
The door was locked when I came home. Hey, Coco Beagle.
So she left her apartment and she forgot to lock her door. And she announced to the internet with all of the psychos that she claims is following her around and her life is in danger that she forgot to lock her door. But don't worry. Don't worry. She says she's never going to do that again. Right, Chantel? Man.
And BG was petrified under my covers. BG! You want to see where she is right now? I have like all garbage here that I had for lunch. I picked up 2 pieces of pizza at the mall.
Manning, tell me that wasn't just 2 pieces of pizza, because I seen your screenshot before I even seen the video where she shows the entire box in her oven. I don't believe that you just got yourself 2 slices of pizza, Chantel. By the looks of it, you got yourself a whole pie, a whole pizza pie.
You don't like what? That she's scared? Yeah, I know. Poor baby. The mother knows. Shh, everybody. Quiet on the creek. Quiet on the creek. Quiet on the creek. What's these things? What's these things? What's these things? Hello, can we come into your house? What's these things? Shh, quiet on the creek. My bad.
At this point, I just wish she would just let the BG content go, because this is not going to end good for the community one way or the other. No matter if Chantel gets BG to Syria or if Chantel ends up rehoming BG before she goes off to Syria, it's not going to end well for her. So if you could just stop showing the cat now, that'd be great. Ellie says, do we think Salah needs to do the deed once Chantel arrives? Oh my God. Do you think Chantel is okay if he does the pretty cousin too? No to that. No to that for sure. Chantel is not going to be okay, even if it is Salah's cousin. She's going to feel a certain way. So do I think that Salah is going to have to do the deed when Chantel arrives? Well, number one, it can't reach, but I do think that she's going to insist on at least a little petting or maybe a little touching. Something is she's going to be expecting. Yes, I do. And I know a lot of people are naysayers when it comes to that, but yeah, I think there's going to be some kind of transaction that happens when she arrives in Syria. Yep. And she is ready for it. Ellie, thank you for the support, hun. Yulia, hello, girl. Insanely busy few weeks. Miss you all. Hoping next week won't be as insane so I can bees. Hopefully you are here when Chantel, if she arrives in Syria. You're at least here for that, okay? We will hold your spot until then, Yulia. Good to see you, girl, and thank you for the support. Fondu says, she said, I'll deal with it if BG is quarantined. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. She really doesn't care. The only thing that she is dead set on is returning to Syria and seeing her romance scammer again. That's it. I remember laughing so much when she almost burnt her eyebrows off the first time she lit the portable burner in the kitchen. Yes. Fondu, thank you for the support, hun. Ew, Slurple, come on, man. He's going to put a tennis ball on a broomstick. I know what you did there. I very well what you did there. Thank you for the support, hun. Pondu says, cutie prepping to have Salah enjoy her hoe. But that's why she's been trying to do this skincare. What happened to the table? Is it just me? Is it the camera? But is the table lopsided? Doesn't it look like everything's just about to slide off of it? What happened to that table, girl? Fondue, thank you for the support, hun. But Dusty, look at you, girl. I had to take a little break. She was irritating. Does she know it's quiet on the creek means I don't think she knows what it means. No, she does not. And Badussi, good to have you back. Just in time for a brand new art, girl. And thank you for the support. It's her trotter. Look at that thing, would you? It really does look like a trotter, though. We're not just saying that. Like, we're not just saying that to be mean bullies. Look at that bag of chips. Look at her pack of smokes and her lighter over there. Look at it. Would you just look at it? And then you have the trotter. I'm not going to use my mouse to point at it because we all remember what happened with the liver.
Quiet on the creek. My bad. The square looks skinny. Skinny square. Yep, they don't have edema or lymphedema.
Listen, going back to the broomstick and the tennis ball, and I think somebody might even just said it in chat. I don't think that that's going to happen, but I think that there's a possibility that Chantel is prepping, obviously, for some action to go down when she gets back to Syria. And I think that she's got the strap. If you know, you know. Torrin says, anyone seen the lump on the right side of her mouth? Is there a lump? I've noticed all kinds of scabs on her mouth, and I'm trying to figure out why the woman has so many scabs on her mouth. I don't know. The thing is, when it comes to lumps with Chantel, you don't know if it's just like misplaced fat or if there is an issue going on. But now that you say that, I do believe that I've seen somebody make a video about Chantel having some kind of issue with her face. So that maybe is what you've seen there. She's been picking. Yes, she has. Torrin, thank you for the support, hun. Maui said herpes.
I'm just joking. I'd have to look up what the Quiet on the Creek dance is. Oh, nice, Meowji. Congratulations on your new journey. Did you resemble her comfort bag? Who's Jackie?
I think it's a possibility that Chantel might have herpes. Okay, that's fair enough. But honestly, I think why her skin looks so bad, number one, health. All of the issues that she has with her health, you're going to see it in her face. But number two, Chantel doesn't wash her skin. Like, she doesn't use soap and water. And then she applies these products to dirty skin. And I think that's going to lead to a lot of the issues that she has, like the scabs and the blackheads and everything else. You're not supposed to do that. Zebracorn, hello. Good morning, Yabba in the support group. You'd be shocked by who's approved to go home, not admitted. The law is very specific. I still worry about some patients I've had to discharge. Yeah, I agree with that, Zebracorn. And thank you for the support, hun.
Eagle. I never knew that. Poor Jackie. Oh, I hate that song, Girl Denford. They were playing it in the store in Loblaws. I'm like scooting around and I'm just like kind of in a bad mood already. And then I hear, I got a new life, and everyone is just wandering around the store like zombies. It's so fucking like.
Hey, Spiteful Pinky Jean.
This is gonna be good for my health. Casey, I'm losing it.
Nasty.
Don't worry, there's healthcare there, and it's 100 million times more affordable than here. You know, I can go see a nephrologist if I have to. There's nothing I can't do there.
No, what stream was it from, Jamie? Did you see the jumbo underwear and Vagisil clip? No, did she show her underwear? How did I miss that? Hopefully it's in the one that we're watching, and thank you for the support, hun.
It's enough. I saw the bees. Anyways. Sorry, I don't feel good again. I'm fucking tired of this shitty. Are you sure you're moving? No, October. Just get a return ticket if you can't.
Oh, she just talks about it? Is it in this one, Ard?
3-month gig. We'll have to go back to another platform. I don't know. At the Beeswa all the time.
Be quiet, Chantel. Sequoia says, good morning, everyone. Cutie, you disgust me. Love you all. We love you too, girl. Thank you for being a member for 7 months. Okay, but Dussy says, for those who don't know, it's referring to down low men that play their wives or girlfriends and do not know. I'm not going to lie. I kind of just went with it. I was like, yeah, she probably doesn't know. I don't know either, but I'm just going to pretend like I know what she's talking about. Okay. All right. No, I'm going to say that 100% Chantel does not know. And thank you for letting us know because I've seen a couple of questions in the chat. Thank you for the support, hun.
Oh, the Beeswax is the best song. Hey, Melanie. Yes. Yes, I can get healthcare there. Come on. My favorite is My Type by Saweetie. I Need a Man with the Bees.
I can't wait to see that happen. And the thing about Chantel needing healthcare in Syria, it's going to happen and it's going to happen immediately. Especially again, if you just think about all of the traveling that Chantel did and renewing her visa and everything, she a lot of times would end up at the emergency room after the travel. If not, she was always deathly ill and needed a few days to recover. So in her condition now, the odds of her needing to see a healthcare professional as soon and if she makes it to Syria are on the very high side. So we're definitely going to hear about the amazing healthcare that is in Syria present day very soon.
Oh. You don't like YouTube anymore? I did get healthcare here. I'm waiting for shit. I don't know. I might not be able to get a CPAP in time. No, I should be able to. It'll probably, well, it depends. Anyways, I don't care about health stuff right now. I don't care about stress stuff right now. No.
Then stop talking about it. You just said 2 minutes ago that you don't feel well. You've been talking about losing weight and building stamina and unlocking in since you told everybody and confessed to people that you were moving back to Syria. If you don't want your chat talking about it, well, motherfucker, you need to stop talking about it first.
You're just visiting, use your insurance? Yeah, I won't, I'll still have some insurance, but it's like...
You know what I was thinking yesterday? And I think it was while I was watching her first stream. Do you guys really understand the condition that Chantel could have been in if she would have took this time in Canada to really change her life around, like really lock in, like she claims that she wants to do in like 2 weeks or whatever? If she would have really came to Canada and started like losing weight and going and seeing doctors and taking her medication as she was supposed to and practicing walking and building stamina, how much different and how better off she would have been present day. She would have been more than ready to really travel to Syria. She might have damn near been possibly 100 pounds lighter. You can lose a shit ton of weight in a year if you really take it serious, especially when you're that size. 1 year is enough to really turn your life around if you want it. Yep. And she did none of it. In fact, it was the opposite.
I don't even need it because whenever I was there last time, don't you guys remember that I used the healthcare there? Like,
yeah, we do. Sucking up all the resources with your privileged Canadian ass in Syria. We do recall.
Like I went to the hospital, the clinic thing many times, but the hospital that was close to Dada was
Hey, Gotti.
run down. So, but there are nicer ones there, and there are like a lot. There's some good family doctors, you know, and they're like old fashioned. They come to your house. Like, you know, like if Nora's kid was sick, feeling sexy, who gonna check me? I like those lyrics. Hey, Breezes. What does this mean? I hope it's not a gang sign. I'm not affiliated with any gangs. Okay, thank you. Although I probably could use some protection up on these streets. Oh, really, Juicy Peach? Yeah.
See, I don't agree with that theory. And that's just me. I think that maybe he thought that was going to happen, that he was going to be the one that comes to Canada. The only reason he's not in Canada is not what Chantel says, is because he can't get approved for whatever reason it may be. I don't know. I think there's a lot of reasons why Salah can't get into Canada. I think there's reasons that has to do with him and him only. And I think also that Chantel is not able to sponsor somebody with all of this shit that she has going on. But the thing is, I don't think that Chantel ever wanted Salah in Canada. Number one, she can't afford Canada. She can't afford to support Salah in Canada. She is broker than broke. I don't care what anybody says. Like when she talks about she's not able to come back to Canada if something goes wrong in Syria, she means that because she financially, she can't. And I think she has just been lying to him, selling him a dream that was never going to happen, and then eventually had to just lay it out like, hey, it's not going to happen. So let me come there and we can live there. And all this money that I'm paying for my apartment in Canada, we can just use in Syria. So he's got to take what he can get. he might have thought he was coming to Canada. Maybe that Chantel was going to be able to sponsor him, but she never in a million years really thought that shit was going to happen. I don't believe it. Shelly Ray says, yesterday I was watching her and wanted to see what her chat was saying. And one of those dummies lives in the same city I live in now. So now I'm going to be out in a boot, hoping I don't encounter this person. Shelly Ray, don't worry. All of the people in Chantel's chat, well, the actual supporters, here's one thing to know about them. They're all shut-ins. They don't leave their home. They're a lot like Chantel. They're all very similar. And thank you for the support, hon. Appreciate you. So no need to worry about seeing these people in the wild.
That's Kuwait. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Do I believe that Chantel was evicted? I think there's a very big possibility that, yes, Chantel is in the middle of an eviction, but I could be wrong about that. The eviction to me and Chantel not paying rent for however long really financially is the only thing that makes sense, with her being able to afford to travel, with her being able to afford to do anything really, because we're not going to get into that conversation because we're just going to have the same disagreements. I don't want to go there, but that's what I think. Yes.
A gang would not. I don't care. I don't want to be part of a gang anyways. I want to be a law-abiding citizen, and I don't want to murder people.
Cover your mouth.
You have a doctor that comes to your house? Hey, Black Ashes. Like, for example, yeah, when North kids would get sick, their doctor would come right away and, give them medicine or whatever. Hey, Soggies. Did I tell you I got an ultrasound that would, like, the machine was, like, from the 80s? I swear.
Hey,
It looked like an
Lacrana.
old-ass fucking IBM. Hey, Ryder. I was like, what the fuck? What are you going to see with this thing?
Dude, she coughs and she blows snot just like she's a toddler. It's so funny. Hey, 10KD.
What did I go see him for? I was really sick. I think I had problems with my stomach. So he ultrasounded my stomach with like this machine. IBM bowel movement. Okay, Marsha.
Anybody getting severe weather, take all of the alerts and all of the warnings very serious. Get in your safe space. I've seen a few people that were talking about they had some tornado warnings and tornado watches. Take that shit serious. Don't roll the dice. It's not worth it.
Hey, Ugg, excuse me about that. He was looking for triplets. Yeah, he's like, this woman's fat. I'm going to make sure she's not pregnant. Hey, Okie Pokey. He didn't get you any Popeyes. As long as no AOL. That is rude. The God Peaser. Her house. Yeah, if you bought a house way back then and paid $100K for it. I went to the mall, Strawberries, and got 2 slices. Kick him out. Oh, it stopped raining, it looks like. Anyway. The THC withdrawal. Can we make a weird orange stew? Yeah, I'm gonna have to quit way like before I go. But whenever I was there, like I've always done that, I think, cold turkey, eh? Like right from here to Kuwait when I went, like I don't remember. Hey, Buzz FJ. Oh, you have a broken shoulder.
Before Chantel leaves from Canada and she goes off to the Middle East, she gets lit as a fuck. And that is the last time before she leaves Canada that she stops doing the marijuana. I don't know if that's what she's talking about, but I know every time she gets super high before she gets on the plane. So there is no quitting and prepping before she goes off to the Middle East. She is going to be doing the weed until the very last minute. Dinky, hello, turning 54 tomorrow, going hiking. She could never. Live your best life. You're just getting started, girl. Thank you for being a member for 16 months. Remind me tomorrow, Dinky, and I'll give you the birthday song, girl.
Sorry to hear that. Smoke shitty weed. You want a broken shoulder, why? So that you don't have to go to work. Workman's comp. I'm a fun stoner. Pizza Hut.
Isn't that really a good question, though, Drama B? Pizza is some of the worst shit that you can eat if you're trying to lose weight. They tell you stay away from pizza. Like, it's so high in calorie, it's all carbs, all of that shit. They tell you the last thing that you want to eat if you're trying to lose weight in pizza is pizza, and all of a sudden she's eating pizza damn near every day. Why? Of all things to be consuming, why freaking pizza?
Face is so funny. Oh, you fell in. Oh. Smuggle seeds. Can't do that. I wouldn't do. I'm not doing anything illegal in another country. Not even my own country, but. Well, I'd be more likely to do anything illegal here if I did versus a foreign country. Unless it's by accident. Someone called me to tell me a bunch of bad rumors about my crush. Uh-oh. Red flag, red flag. KFG. No, I returned them. I returned the Korean bad things. Taking the seal pillow, yeah.
What did she just say?
A bunch of bad rumors about my crush. Uh-oh. Red flag, red flag. KFG. No, I returned them. I returned the Korean bad things.
She really did. She took that bag of freaking face wipes or whatever back to the Costco and got. You could have just took the L, cutie. You really dead ass return. Man, if that don't tell you that cutie is broker than broke, I don't know what will.
Taking the seal pillow, yeah.
I knew she was going to.
Prison arc. I doubt I'd be allowed my phone.
Girl, exactly. She returned the used pads and she got pizza instead. Yes, the skincare.
BG. Hello. What are these things? Hi, baby.
Can you guys imagine? I mean, I hate to make that such a big deal, but can you imagine what that had to look like? Chantel had this bag of face wipes sitting in her cart on her scooter. She's 600 pounds. She's rolling into Costco. Boom, 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 boom. Up to the customer service desk. She slaps it on the counter and she's like, these caused me to break out really bad. See, she probably lifts up her sunglasses and shows them her rash or whatever, like it's not always there, and demanding a refund. And they're like, oh, yeah, sure. Here you go. You know, here's your money back for your face pads, you know? And she's like, thank you. And then they watch her gun off on her mobility scooter right over to the food court and take the money that she got from the refund to buy the pizza with. Crazy.
No, I don't feel like doing anything tonight. I'm too sick.
You're too sick, but your ass is about to relocate to Syria. Okay. We are seated for this. As boring and drawn out as this content is going to be about her just talking and giving her plans to travel to Syria, I want to see exactly how sick Chantel is going to get before she travels to Syria.
On a field trip? Thank you, Marsha. He's a sleaze and a partier. They don't usually make good boyfriends, but if you're not looking for that, then a neti pot. I'm only stuffed up like after I sneeze. Like nausea, rider, and tired. Yeah, maybe lemon mint juice. With a big chunk of salt. Not Daya. Yeah, I did earlier. I had Daya. Feel bad for me.
Why is her and her chat always talking about diarrhea? Oh my God. You don't have to tell us that you got diarrhea, Chantel. I just assume that you always have diarrhea. I'm pretty sure you confirm, like, I don't think the Chantel shit's solid. And I know it's disgusting. And who wants to have that conversation? But this is the content that we are choosing to consume today. Okay. You don't have to announce that you have dia. We know that you have uncontrolled type 2 diarrhea, Chantel. Hey, Platt. She'll sabotage her. She sabotaged her Syrian trip by overeating and putting on extra weight purposely. You think that's her plan? I don't think that she's necessarily doing it on purpose. She just thinks that she's created this new delusion in her brain that yeah, I'm going to eat really bad when I'm in Canada because I can't have this food in Syria. And once I'm in Syria, I have to grow my own food. I have to feed the farm animals. I'm not going to have access. So I'm going to be like a total skinny legend in Syria. So why stop now when I'm going to be forced to stop when I make it to Syria? That's the kind of negotiation that goes on between herself and her funkled brain. I don't think she's necessarily doing it on purpose to not travel to Syria. She just came up with this fucking crazy story that she'll start when she's in Syria. And then when she's in Syria, we're going to see her walk all that shit back too. Thank you for the support, hon. Hey, Freya. She's absolutely going to eat all of her favorite food between now and then. Oh, for sure.
Whenever I can't live, I'm so glad I'm okay. Somebody add up if you have a calculator or you're good at math.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Listen to this shit. This is how she sold Salah on her returning to Syria. Are you guys ready for this? She physically can't travel. I do agree with that, but I think she's going to make it happen. It's going to be literally her carrying dead weight to get to that airplane seat. That's why I don't think that there's a chance in hell that BG is going to be able to go with her. She'll barely be able to get herself on the plane, but I think that she'll make it happen somehow, some way.
$1,260 times 12. Isn't that like $27,000? That's what I pay in rent a year to the landlord here. That's fucked up. Yeah. This year that I've been here, that's how much I've paid in rent.
Okay. Point.
Crazy. I know, sneaky papaya, like it's typical for the city. Actually, for what you get here, it's not bad. But like in general, when you
Hey, Nene, I see you in chat, girl.
add up how much you pay in rent, you're paying like someone's mortgage and you can just pay your own.
But you're not doing that. Okay. Like, yeah, a lot of people who are renters and they add up how much they're paying in rent, they come to the conclusion of, you know what? Instead of paying all this and paying somebody else's mortgage, I'm going to buy my own home. I want to be a homeowner, right? That makes total sense. I get that. But oh, it's from the YouTube stream. Mo Translate posted it on her Twitter. Okay, just Jamie, I'll pivot over in a minute and play it. But so you're going to Syria and your money is obviously going to be going somewhere. And so like you're not making a change here. It's not like you're going to be a homeowner. You're not saying, okay, well, instead of renting, I want to go buy me a house somewhere. That's not happening. So what is your fucking point? That, oh, I just don't want to pay rent anymore. So I'm going to go off to a war-torn country in Syria and squat there. It's not making any sense.
I pay $30K a year. Holy crap. Yeah, I remember I used to get rent receipts when I was living with P in our first apartment, and we paid like what, $7,500 a month? I mean, a year for rent.
Exactly, Beck. She chose to live in that expensive apartment. That was a choice. You didn't have to move into an apartment that cost $2,200 a month. You didn't have to do that. I'm sure in Canada, they had something that was less fancy and not as expensive as what you're paying now.
Salah is going to look up. He's in Syria. He said with Julia, he had to go to an office in Kuwait. It's like a certificate you need to get within 10 days. I can get that here. If you're talking about, like, if you Google will say that you need a pet import permit from Syria from the agriculture department. I cannot get that anywhere from here. There's no website. They don't have websites. There's no embassy. It closed and is abandoned here. And they don't have a phone number. Because I asked Salah, I sent him all the info. He's like, I don't think you're going to need that. But just to ease my mind, the only thing that can happen is since he's in Syria, he's gonna go to the office in Damascus. I'm like, don't go, just fucking call them. Don't they have a phone number? It's a government entity. He's like, Akid, no. Akid means of course no. Like, of course they don't. I'm like, what? How can, if they don't have a phone number, you have to go there?
It's Syria. Chantel, you're not going to have electric. You're not going to have running water. You're not going to have AC. You're not going to have internet. Why are you surprised to hear that they don't have a phone there? Do you not know where you're going, where you're gunting off to? I'm not shocked to hear that they don't have a phone in this place that she's talking about. Not even a little bit.
So that's like a pain in the ass for him. Like every time that there has to be maybe the airline can tell you. That's a good idea, lemon mint juice. Like call the airline and be like, I'm bringing my pet. Do you know, like, are you going to deny me boarding if I don't have this? Like, Because whenever I get there, oh yeah, I'm being very proactive.
Here's what I think is going to happen. I think she's going to keep saying that BG is going with her. She's got all of her paperwork. It's good to go. She's going to go dark for a few days. This is when all the traveling is going to happen. And when she pops back up, if she makes it, not saying 100% that she'll make it, but if she does make it, she's going to give the story that at the very last minute before she was set to board the plane, they denied entry to BG. And she's going to make up some story. Well, I didn't have a choice. I've already paid for my ticket. I passed BG off to my mom, and BG is living with my sister until I figure out the paper and all the stuff that I need to get her to Syria, and I'm going to take care of that. And don't you worry, I'm going to be reunited with BG, and that'll be the end of it. I'm pretty positive that's exactly how that's going to play out. But she's not going to let go of this shit until the very last minute because she knows people are going to be on her ass about this shit.
I'm paranoid about these things. Like,
she does not want to admit to her audience and just in general that she's about to rehome yet another cat, even though I do believe that it's for the best for BG for her to be rehomed and left in Canada than going to Syria with her. It still doesn't take away the fact that it's so fucked up because Chantel knew from jump that she wasn't going to keep her ass in Canada. She had no business getting a cat. So it doesn't make that any better for her. She shouldn't have got another cat because she knew she wasn't going to stay in Canada, and she knew she would eventually dump BG off on somebody else, just like she did all the other ones. Hey, bunny girl. Good to see you. Thank you for being a member for 42 months. Duco says, I think a lot of the time she talks to salary, it's in her head only. I agree with that. I agree with that 1,000,000%. I think it's in her head, and I think she has a lot of conversations with Chat GPT that also involves Salah. Some really weird, twisted shit. I really do think that. And thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Tat Von B. I wanted to see. Hey, Nana Spike T. Shit. Yeah, she doesn't like animals. She only uses animals for whatever she needs. Like, she didn't want to be. She knew she was going to be in this apartment all alone. Like, the cat was for content. The cat was to keep her company. And as soon as she doesn't need the cat anymore, she's going to get rid of it. Nothing is going to get in the way of her going off to be reunited with her romance scammer ever. She shits herself, says, I'm sorry. Abizer had to tell her to call the airline to ask about their pet policy before flying. She was just going to show up with the cat because she has no intentions of actually taking the cat. All of this is bullshit. If she shows up in Syria with BG, I will be fucking shocked. Really shocked. I don't see that happening. Thank you for the super chat, hun.
I've seem very disorganized, but I'm very OCD about having all of these things.
Also, before she goes anymore, I won't even put it past Chantel for her to even show off the things that BG needs, like the crate, the playpen. All of this shit is coming from Temu. She's probably getting all these supplies for under $50. She will go to the extent to make it seem like she really intends on taking BG with her just so she can get away with the lie that she's about to tell everybody and then give those supplies to whoever she rehomes BG with. And I think it's a possibility that maybe even like Squeaky, or isn't that her name? Whoever that weirdo is in Chantel's community, maybe they're even talking behind the scenes and she may even get the cat. Because didn't Chantel offer for like Squeaky to come over and buy things out of her apartment? With that being said, she must feel really comfortable with her to even give her the invitation. Because you know, Chantel she's not like that. She doesn't just let anybody in her apartment. Hey, hippie piece. So the fact that she's willing to let Squeaky over there means that she trusts her. Hello, Hazel. I'm a subscriber, but I can't chat. Can you fix me? Maybe unsubscribe and resubscribe. You should be able to chat within 20 minutes. I know we have a 20-minute just to, you know, if we have any trolls, which we usually don't, it just keeps the chat on track, you know. But just wait out the 20 minutes and you should be able to chat and chat. Chat and chat. Yes. Thank you for the support, hun. Chuck says, I'm a little behind, but she actually said the words, there isn't even a Canadian embassy there. It's abandoned, and she's still making the trip. Among other things, Chuck. Among other things, yes. Really, she does not value her life whatsoever. It's fucked. Thank you for the support, hun.
Yeah, because there's nobody in Syria I can call. Syria scope travel? Because I don't think Salah needed that import, but I don't know. He was going from Kuwait. And like anytime he needs to like, get me my visa, extend my visa, do anything like with a government entity, he has to go to Damascus all the time and do it. So like he's gonna go and find out for me because that's important. Because they can like deny you boarding if you go there and like you don't have all your papers. He's gonna try to contact someone there. You can disguise her as Pete.
So you want us to believe, let's say you think that you have everything for BG, and then you go to get on your plane and they're like, sorry, ma'am, you forgot whatever paperwork that you need to go with the cat. You have to get this filled out. You have to get it approved, blah, 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 before we can let you fly. You mean to tell me that I'm supposed to believe that Chantel is going to walk away from her flight and her travel to see her romance scammer? No. The plan is to see this through up until the very end. And then when she comes live, if she's able to come live in Syria, she's going to announce to everybody that the very last minute she was denied travel for BG. I'm telling you, that's how it's going to go down. She shits herself, says, how much do you think Big Sig is going to offer to her to save that cat? That is a possibility, but the problem is, I don't know if Big Sig's really in a situation to continue to offer Chantel thousands upon thousands of dollars. Maybe, who knows? But that would be some fucked up shit because we know what happened with BBJ. But does Chantel actually give a shit what happens once she is out of the country to BG? No. But will Chantel be dumb enough to do that for some coin because she's desperate? I'd like to say no, but maybe. People have speculated that they've worked together in the past, so it's a possibility. We'll see. Because here's the thing. If Big Sig does end up getting the cat, she's not going to be able to help herself. She's going to tell everybody. Thank you for the super chat, hun. 10KD says, I'm dying to know her family and Salah's family's feelings on this. I know they're funkled, but still, same. Again, I would do anything to be a gun on the wall in Chantel's family's home or Salah's, because there's no telling the conversations that are actually being had about Chantel. Agreed 1,000,000%, 10KD. And thank you for the support. And you know what? Have you guys noticed who stopped coming in Chantel's chat recently that seemed to be making an appearance every couple of days? Chantel's sister. Ever since and a little bit before Chantel openly told everybody that she's going back to Syria, we haven't seen Nat in her chat for quite some time. At least I haven't. Again, I don't see everything, but I feel like people would have announced it on Twitter or something like that. They always do. I've seen no talk of her sister being in her chats anymore. I think just as much as her mom is done with her, so is her fucking sister. And who wouldn't be?
I sounded unrealistic. Hey, Lollipop. Hey, Island Dragonfly. Well, Ryder, like, even for me, I'm like, how am I going to get all of this shit done? You just do. You just bit by bit, you try to,
Darty eyes.
Try to get done. But I got to get that figured out. These are all of the things, like, that stressed me out so bad about traveling with a pet. But it's like, Hey, Lollipop. Okay. It always comes together. Inshallah, yeah, hope so. I hope she loves that Dollarama bag. I hope so. You need the document from... Yeah, I need to get that. The CFIA, but doesn't the vet do that for you? I have no idea, Black Ashes, what I'm going to do right now. Hey, Fartaway. I'd imagine I'll stay away longer than 6 months. But... So I have to do something with the CFIA myself? Two lame dogs? I think when he said 2 cars, he meant motorcycle and car, maybe? I don't know.
Okay. So is Carefree the one that recently paid for the car rental that she was supposed to get when her aunt was going to come over and spend the night and they were going to go out and do like fall stuff and shit? Is she the one who sent Chantel the money? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought Carefree was just a donator from when she was trying to come home from Syria, but she's still been a recent donator. That's interesting. Thank you for that information.
I don't need anything from Syria? I don't know about that. Are you sure?
No, 10KD. That's all speculation. We're just assuming.
It says I need an import permit from the Department of Agriculture. Like as if they even have a Department of Agriculture right now.
Okay, somebody's saying that was blue cheese. Carefree gave her big bucks. Well, she's had a couple of car rentals that I believe were funded by other people. Who knows? I really don't have a spreadsheet. Maybe I should get one.
Thanks, Ryder. Don't snot rocket in the apartment. Hey, Fardaway. See, I cleaned my house, and nobody from my family was here today. I cleaned all my house myself, which I always do. There's a little pile of garbage from lunch today, but that's okay.
A little pile of garbage. Things that I don't have to worry about saying about myself. A little pile of garbage from lunch today. Because I'm sitting down, if I'm sitting down having lunch or whatever the case may be, I'm cleaning that shit up after I get done eating. I'm not leaving a little pile of garbage anywhere in my home or anywhere for that matter. Half Pint says, didn't Canada basically tell Chantel she had to stay for a certain amount of time for her insurance or something? Yes. And I think that time was 6 months. So she made the 6 months. So she can travel but she's going to end up losing all of her like Canadian insurance after so long, and it'll happen again. She'll be in the same boat if she even makes it that long. Half Pint, thank you for the support, hun. Hello, Nix. It's dark. But do you think she's accepted that this is her final arc? That's why it's so easy to throw her family away, or is she really this delusional? In a way, yeah. We were kind of talking about that earlier, Nix. I think she thinks that, yeah, that it's very likely that situation can happen. I'm sure she has no idea when, but when it does happen, I think she would rather off spend her final days in Syria. Yeah, right. Hey, girl, both. That's a good answer, both. And thank you for the support, hun. Fumo says, if I was her parent, I would have completely disowned her. That's for sure. Oh, I agree. There's only so much you can tolerate. There's only so much shit you can tolerate from anybody. And I think I would have pulled the plug on the support for Chantel a long time ago. A long time ago. Fumos, thank you for the support, hun.
Hey, YouTube lover. CFIA does the documents I need? Oh, thank you for the info. Fuck. Do I still have time? I'm leaving at the end of September, early October. Strawberries, are you going to pay? No, I got it positive. Okay, I better make a note. Hey, Mango. Amazon boxes on the floor were a fire hazard. Yes.
Hey,
You're
Dilly.
going on vacation where? I'm traveling overseas soon with my dog. I'm Canadian. Oh. Yeah, but maybe a different, I have time. Oh, yeah, what? CFIA is for importing into Canada? But they do the health certificate too, don't they?
Straight carp, I don't think it's possible. I damn near could say 99.9% sure that Chantel will not take BG to Syria. I don't even think there's any even intention behind taking BG to Syria. She just wants people to think that she's taking BG to Syria for multiple reasons. I don't think the cat's going though.
I don't know. Salah's gonna ask over there too.
Just we're not even talking about financially. Physically, it's not possible. She's barely going to be able to do this trip, and she might not even make it just herself. And you add taking a cat with her, it's just not possible.
Red warning tornado. What the fuck? North.
Not only money, Drama B, I do think obviously she is intending to hope that people will give her money to take BG along with her, but she doesn't want any backlash for going and getting herself a cat and then rehoming said cat again and losing even more people from her community. So it's a lot of reasons that she's doing what she's doing.
Canada, Orleans, tornado warning.
She is funkled looking. Hey, save the carriage horses. Number 1, I cannot take the snorting. Number 2, I cannot stand to see her smile. I'll live for her tears, and I've been waiting a long time. Girl, don't worry. As long as she has some kind of internet connection, again, guns crossed, we are going to see those tears sooner than later. And thank you for the support, hun. I think you speak for the community. We all feel the same.
I have done this research, but I don't understand. It's complicated to bring a pet. It is. They can at least point you in the right direction, yeah. No, I knew she would need preparation. So tomorrow, I'm gonna contact all these people tomorrow. The vet, the CFIA, the airline. Stress is building.
I just want you to know, Dr. Watson, damn near choked.
You love me tomorrow? Airline. Whee! Stress. Airline stress. No, today's not stamina. I'm too sick.
Well, there's no romance, scam, or dick involved in going to the doctor, is there, Half Pint? She can plan a move to fucking Syria, but she can't show up for a doctor's appointment? Right. Again, there's no romance, scam, or dick involved with going to the doctor. Thank you for the support, hun. And you got to understand, she doesn't want to hear shit from anybody. She doesn't want to hear shit from her community, our community, her mom, her aunt, her sister about the condition of her health. She's well aware of how bad off she is. You think she wants to hear that shit from a professional? I would imagine doctors aren't going to be as nice, especially when we're talking about something that all of your health reasons have to do with the amount of food that you're consuming. She doesn't want to hear that shit.
I'm going to throw up everywhere. Whenever I come back refreshed on Wednesday,
that might be true. Rory, I agree. There is no dick involved in going to Syria either. But there is, she also gets off. Her little dry Canadian pussy also gets a little wet by pretending that that's happening and presenting that to the community. You know, we take showers together. All those little stupid stories that she tells. I don't think we need to go into more detail or whatever. She also lives for that shit too.
book BG on flight ASAP. Oh my god. If she can't go, I can't go. So we somehow have to. Yeah.
Okay. Clip channels especially. We need this put into a video immediately. If she doesn't go, I don't go either. TikTok. If BG doesn't go, I don't go either. And this is not the first time that she said that shit.
If she can't go, I can't go. So we somehow have to. Yeah. Hija. I just got to get everything in order, YouTuber. Hey, Roses. They don't ask for her paperwork? Refreshed and creamy. Ding, 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 ding. You had to quarantine her? Oh, I friggin' hope that doesn't happen. So it didn't happen to Salah. Yeah. Right, Ryder. Hey, Deb. Yeah, I gotta bring the papers, of course. It was only 30 days and I had her for 22 years. Yeah. A service animal? Yeah! She'll have to wear a service animal vest. Can we get BG to get passport photos?
Do you guys, it's so funny, Pink Warrior. And I feel like this, I love your avatar too, by the way. Is that butter? I'm pretty sure that's butter. Anyways, do you guys remember when we were doing the squares at the park? You got to put this shit together, okay? Chantel was doing squares at the park, and this was before she had at least telling the community that she had plans to relocate and travel and all of that shit. She wanted to build her stamina. She wanted to start losing weight, all of that shit. And that was all because she was still pleading her case to Salah on getting to Syria, right? I'm going to do it. I'm going to build my stamina. We're going to do the couples channel. We're going to have the best life ever. Now that she's got the green light and they have they have it in place and she has somewhere to go in Syria, she doesn't need to do fake walks in the park doing her little squares anymore. He said yes. It's art. We're good to go. So no, the whole squares in the park were just a way for Salah to be sold on her coming to Syria. And now that he said yes, and now that again she's gave him money and everything is locked in, at least that's what seems to be the case right now. She doesn't need to do walk challenges. She doesn't need to build stamina. She's got what she wanted, as she always seems to get. It's really something when you think about it like that. Half Pint says she'll be screeching on the plane and shit. She's gonna shit the plane. Hopefully, she got herself some adult death fat diapers for the travel. Half Pint, thank you for the support, hun. Taking BG was when she isn't sure at all that she will stay in Syria is so selfish and reckless. But Tweety, I'm telling you, don't get y'all selves worked up about the possibility of BG going to Syria, because I'm telling you, it's slim to none. It's not going to fucking happen. She could prove us wrong. That is a possibility, but I don't see it. Crazy Cat Lady, thank you so much for being a member for 37 months, girl. I appreciate you. Oh, it's Rosie with a lemon Built Bar. Bitch, it looks like a stick of butter. You know what? I'm believing it's a stick of butter, because that fits a lot better than freaking a Built Bar. Suck on my YouTube 2323. Welcome to the Pores. Thank you for being a poor piece of crap. We appreciate you. We don't have the soundboard, or we will welcome you properly. So, Brokey, thank you for joining. Big Titty Pretty Bitch 24 says, yeah, but I'm 6 years sober and 7 weeks off of the cigs today. Can I get a good for you? I'll settle for an imitation of this if the soundboard is out of action. We've got that one backed up, girl. And congratulations on taking control of your life. Amazing.
Good for you.
I feel like it cut off. Let's do it again. Hold on. Stupid StreamYards.
Good for you.
That's right. Big Titty Pretty Bitch, I'm so glad to see it, girl. I know that you feel a lot better. Suck on that, Big Sig. Payday says she's a lie. She said she would pay everybody back 100% if she went back. Yeah, that's never going to happen. I just hope BG gets a home that will take care of her, not at Big Sig's. Girl, agree. Even if it's Squeaky that ends up with BG, she'll more than likely be better off than she would at fucking out of control type 2 smokers. Big skid over there. Payday, thank you for being a member for 51 months.
She cute, like, let's be honest. Hija. Remember my passport picture? I can show you. It's fucking funny. Look at this picture I sent Salah from Thailand to be sexy.
Oh my God. Why does it look like it's a different person? I mean, it's hideous, yeah, but why does it look like it's somebody else? Oh my God. Is that your long, luxurious hair that he used to run his fingers through? Get it out of my fucking face. Put it away. Ew. Girl, you look like 15 years younger in that picture. And how old is that one? 2 to 3 years old? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm glad you could laugh at it, because so are we, girl. I'm sure salad spermed everywhere. Zebra Corn says she just needs somewhere to go. She's not thrilled. I agree. Zebra Corn, and again, I said this yesterday, I do not think that this move is just because she wants to be reunited with Salah. Is that a big part of it? Yes. But I really think what comes down to it and what seals the deal is because she's so screwed financially, and she's fucked her situation so bad up in Canada that she has no other choice. And yeah, the fact that Salah's there makes it a lot easier for her. But she really is fucked in Canada. I do believe that. And thank you for the support, hun. It looks like a toupee. Bitch, it probably is.
Hello. Did he block you? He's potato face. It makes him fucking laugh.
I don't want my significant other calling me potato face or laughing at me being potato face. I do like to make my woman laugh, yeah, but I don't want her laughing at me. I want her laughing with me. Do you understand the difference here, cutie? Shelly Ray says that picture would be great for a postcard. Oh my God, you're right. I'll see what I can do, Shelly Ray. Maybe even a trading card. Thank you for the support, hun. Yeah, everyone point and laugh.
are silly like that with each other, you guys. I actually realize I'm like, I don't actually ever really tell you guys about like how we interact personally. And look at me and Juice. Remember I did this help us move? But I couldn't bring her, I guess.
Look at that. You're even admitting that you
Like
scammed
how we
your
interact with-
community. Bunny says, I had the phone way too close to my face when you mentioned the cupcake cream. Girl. Good to see you, Bunny. Thank you for the support, girl. Appreciate you.
Personally. And look at me and Juice. Remember I did this help us move? But I couldn't bring her.
Yeah, we remember when you scammed your community. Yes, and when you claimed the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. So many of the things that we are watching now, we watched happen 10 months ago at this point? Almost a year ago when she was leaving Syria to come to Canada. They just reversed. Now she's going back to Syria. Same identical situation. Same thing. Help us move. So what was she doing? She was using the cat to get people to pull at their heartstrings. Don't just help me. Do it for Julia. You guys want me to take Julia to Canada, right? You don't want her to stay here in Syria with Salah's mean family. If anything happens to Julia, it was them, guys. Send money now. Fast forward, present day. She's telling the same story, except she's using BG. Isn't it crazy?
I guess.
Like,
Never change.
how stupid do you think that people actually are?
My favorite thing about Salah, he's very loving and caring. You know, every day checking up on me, my health. Hold on, I want to find my fucking
Well,
password.
he's got to make sure that the fucking ATM is not out of order, that it's functioning properly, that he can still make a withdrawal. Of course, he's checking in every day and making sure that your health is okay, which, shocker, Salah, it's not.
Photo and laugh at it. Strawberries, look, what do you think of Juice here? That was, I think it was I don't know what, I know it was in Thailand, but. Isn't she cute? Oh my god, don't tax a Jeremy Juice until the time is right. Yeah, she has a little smushy face.
We don't care.
Fuck. She looks like Fizz.
Not to sound mean or anything towards Julia, but I just don't fucking care.
Gig here. Oh my god, look.
She looks mangy. She looks mangy.
That was her after traveling from Kuwait to Syria. Aw, she looks haggard. Poor baby. Do you know who Fizzgig is? Look. Fizz.
Hey, Kathy girl. Still here and still a poor piece of crap. That's what we call dedication, girl. Love to you as well. Thank you for being a member for 24 months. Appreciate you.
Gig.
Grow up. Seriously, grow the fuck up.
Ornery Jim Henson puppet, yes. Yes, she do. That's what you look like when you wake up. All the way. All the way. Wait, I want to fucking laugh.
Look at this shit. Just
Our
look
marriage
at it.
certificate right here. I look like I'm joining.
Who is that? Who is this? That's not Cutie. I don't even believe that that's a freaking filter. That doesn't even look like her. Do you guys think that that's Chantel? Am I tripping? I mean, it's the red lipstick. It seems like I do recall the outfit, but I don't know that face. Have I just forgotten what Chantel looked like that long ago? Who is this? This is supposed to be your marriage certificate picture? Did I hear that right? Hold on.
Our marriage certificate right here.
Dude, that looks like maybe you in your 20s. That's what that shit looks like. And that's supposed to be a passport ID. So then it's not AI. If anything, my son just got his permit in the mail yesterday and he looked at the picture. He says, why do I look like this? And I was like, that's just how it is. And I pulled out my ID and I showed him. And I go, does that look like me? He said, no. I said, exactly. But it makes you look like Not like this. Like this literally looks like AI. So how did she get a passport ID to look like this? That's so weird. Sammy in Brooklyn says AI cutie, 31 months. Damn, you've been here for 31 long ones, girl. And we appreciate you for it. Thank you so much. Yeah, she said marriage certificate and then she showed that picture. I'm confused, but whatever.
I look like I'm joining ISIS, fuck.
That's exactly what you want to say before you're traveling to Syria. Yeah. That's exactly what somebody like you should be saying before you go to Syria, Chantel. Man, you really are fucking funkled, bro.
Was that a G? Where? No, it was me.
She really thinks that shit is funny.
Poor Juicy Poos. I love her so much. Oh my god. The gremlin pick. Teardrop below!
Teardrop, piss off.
I know, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing because everybody says, do you know how many times I get messages that I'm a terrorist? Like, give me a break. Friggin' idiots. Yeah, Anna, sometimes. Teardrop, did you have your coffee? I was having a breakdown, I know, Neil. I'm too unfit to be one. The only thing I'm terrorizing is my toilet. Hey, 3 Dot. Nope, nope, nope. What a dumb thing to say.
Hey, Amy May.
I want some Mexican rice, like, so fucking bad.
Girl. Yes, Chantel, consume all the rice and pizza before your big travel plans to Syria. Dude, between now and then, she's going to put on at least another 20 pounds.
Smuggle Western media. Hey, Coco Bigos. What do you put in your Mexican? Do you put a green bell pepper in your Mexican rice? I don't have any green bell peppers. Yum, Juicy Peach.
I want to skip to the part to where she's in her kitchen. I'm over seeing her on the couch. Some movement, please, Chantel. God damn. All the way at the end. Look at that. Only a face a Smee could love, and maybe not even that anymore. Oh, that's a good question. Sorry, I got choked up on my coffee. Is Chantel still taking the Ozempic? Hey, Hectic Llama. And again, back to the squares in the park and trying to, do everything that she needed to do to secure her spot in Syria. And knowing that she wants to eat all the food she can eat before she does live in Syria, I'm going to say that no. I think she was up until recently. I really do. But I think at this point, I don't think that she is. But she may be thinking that she might lose a few pounds and still try to push through to eat. It's a whole thing. I'm leaning more present day towards no. I think she wants to eat all the food that she wants to eat and not be deathly sick from the Ozempic. So I would say no. Hey, Sweep. All I want to hear is Yabba do the that Sweep. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about, but close enough. And thank you for the support, girl. I appreciate you.
Can I imitate that about? I'm okay, Foodie fan. How are you? Bring. You're probably sitting there like, holy fuck. Ah! Yella, Habibi, Yella? Okay, wait, I want to check.
You don't find entertainment in that, Face of America? I'm sick of hearing her talk about stamina while stuffing her face and lazing around. I mean, yeah, it gets kind of old, but I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's great because that tells us deep down that truly Chantel would love to be nothing more than just a skinny legend. but will never have enough willpower to put the fork down. So all she can do is fantasize it whilst eating and getting bigger. I think it's great.
So,
Oh, well, in that case, addicted to cold brew, if she's got to pay for anything, that's a big fat no.
never mind. You got that emote? It's creepy. Oh shit, I'm falling in the hole. Oh. Hija.
It happens.
Does he see?
Dude, I can't tell you how many times that I'm listening to this shit without, being with you guys and watching it by myself. How many times I'm raging out at Chantel, screaming at my phone, knocking it out of the holder or whatever, because she irritates me so bad. Trust me, I do the same thing.
Hija. Hi. Come here. I don't know, strawberries. Hey, Sal. Dear RPG. Oh, yeah. Hija. Oh, what? Do you like your new bag? It's $1. Oh, there might be toys behind the couch here? Every time there's a gap in the couch, she always looks for toys. What's there? Where's Fish? Is Fish here? Where's Fish, baby?
BG, I really, really, really do hope that you find a good home somewhere. I really do.
Is there toys? What's in the gap here? No. Oh, this one. That's a toy. Get it.
Chantel doesn't even realize how lucky she is to have BG. From my experience with my cats, like they don't really interact a whole lot unless they want something from me, right? When it's time to eat or they want treats or whatever. Other than that, for me, they can't be bothered. BG is very she's almost like a puppy or something. The way that she always wants to play with Chantel, the way she's always up underneath her ass, and like she is very, very social like, at least with Chantel. And again, Chantel is going to traumatize. And yes, unfortunately, it is going to be very traumatic for BG when she does end up getting rehomed. And that is the best case scenario in this situation, is that she does get rehomed. It's going to be a lot for her. I just hope that she doesn't lose her little spark that she has.
Hija. What?
BG is very smart. She really is a very smart kitty.
Don't you do it. Shut up, Strawberry. Hi.
Yeah, she'll eventually recover from being rehomed or whatever, as long as she gets a decent owner, but it's still going to be a lot for her.
What are you doing, BG-13? Hey! Your dog has that lamb chop? Yeah, she don't like it, so I gotta give it away to Marshmallow. Come here, baby. How many more of these I got?
It's funny because we have the lamb chop too. Hey, Courtney. Well said, Java, about BG. It hurts my heart. Yeah, it really is sad. I just hope that she gets a forever home. Somebody that's going to take care of her and somebody who's not going to dump her again. Courtney, thank you for the support, hun. We know anytime that Chantel has a pet, the outcome of that. We've been around here long enough to know how this shit works.
God. She's so cute.
God damn. Chantel, your legs used to not be that big.
Come here, baby. How many more of these I got?
Damn, that's a ball. I know it's her knee, but still, that thigh, girl. And that gunt, girl.
Oh, God. She's so cute. Hello. Hello.
Aww.
Hello. What's these things? What's these things, babies? Her tail? I'm worried about her tail. It's fucking long as her body. Can you not grow much before we leave? Because you're big and you're fat.
Look at that.
You find her chubby? Look at her back. You look like a dog.
Look at that bag of chips. Manning, is that the chips that you said were on sale that she got with the dip? Or did she just get the pizza and the dip? Oh, look at her yawning. Look at her mouth. Oh, she's so cute. Look at this shit, though. Foodie, what are you doing?
Oh no, bird. Freak of nature.
Just laying down on that couch, just num 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 num.
She's. I wouldn't know if she wanted me to.
No, you don't want these things, do you? You don't want these things. What's these things?
These things.
She insults all of her animals. Come on now.
I just want to squeeze her.
Can I have a keys? What's that? Somebody's going in their house. What's these things?
I gotta pee. Brush on stream. Where's her brush? In here. Come. Good girl. Come here. Come on. Oh, you love these. You love these. Yeah, baby. Oh, you're so nice.
What's this? It's your breath.
Rachel, no, I don't believe that Chantel's capable, physically or financially, of taking BG with her. No, I don't.
She brush.
Baby.
Hey, Jordy.
Let me brush your bum and your tail and your belly. You're grinding your teeth. You're good girls. Hey, BG13. Oh.
Yes, Princess Blueberry. We knew from day one. This is exactly why we were told not to get attached to the cat. Yeah, but you warned us. And I know it's hard not to do, especially with a cat like BG, who has the personality that she has, but it's unfortunate. But the only thing that we can hope for, like I said, is that she gets a better home and she, is in a permanent situation. Thank you for the support, hun.
She doesn't let me brush her belly.
The crazy thing is, like, all bullshit aside, like, there are people around here that would and just let it go. Like, seriously, just, you know what? We know what you're going to do. We know you're going to get rid of the cat. Let somebody that will take the cat in, give the cat a forever home, and just go. Just go off to Syria. But she won't do it. And a big reason, and this is what's so fucked up about the BBJ situation. There's nothing we can do about Chantel out here collecting animals. There's not. There's nothing that animal control is going to do. There's not anything that the community can do about it. So what's so fucked up about what happened with the BBJ situation is that because of that, and it wasn't a what we thought where BBJ got saved. Maybe if it was, things would be different. But that is going to keep her from actually giving her to the right person. And she's going to hide everything. And there could be a possibility. People have already said it in the chat to where she just leaves the fucking door open. I don't know that she will do that. I'm just saying. And she's just going to be very secretive about everything because of all the shit that went down and how, like, the main thing about what happened, what Frenchie did, she could have did that and kept it off the internet. But the fact that she did what she did is going to put us in this situation to where we're really never going to know what happened to BG. I highly doubt that we will. Nobody's going to ever admit to getting her. She's not going to tell where BG went. None of that shit. Glass Diamond says, this is my first cat since I've just discovered her. I feel so sad for BG. I feel like crying. It sucks, Glass Diamonds. It really does suck. I mean, you got to think about how the community felt when BBJ and Sam got rehomed. We had been with those cats for years, for a long time. Like, if you were here from the beginning, I think it was like 7 years of watching Chantel and watching BBJ and watching Sam. And it was pretty shocking because that was the first time that we actually seen Chantel rehome a cat. The way that she was able to hand over BBJ, she didn't even hand over BBJ. She gave BBJ to Pete's, who then handed BBJ over to Big Sig's brother. Like, she didn't even do it herself. And as hard as that was for us, and we only got to watch through the screen for 7 years, Chantel had BBJ for like 17 years. Not that rehoming a pet is ever easy, but 17 years? You're giving away your childhood at that point. Like, you've been with that cat since what, your 20s or something like that? I don't know how she was able to do it. 17 years. That's crazy. Glass Diamonds, thank you for the support, hun. Desi's mama says she is screwed no matter what continent she lands on. By the way, what makes her think the cat will get along? Desi's mama, like I said, I really don't think there are any actual true intentions of taking BG. We're talking about BBJ here too, so I'm getting them confused. But I really don't believe she's even thinking about that because the cat's not going. That's what it looks like to me. We'll see. Thank you for the support, hun.
Belly. She's purring. She loves it. She loves brush time.
Dude, I can't imagine. I can't even imagine being able to function for a while after that. She was so happy after she got rid of BBJ. She was singing and laughing. She only got upset when she found out that Big Sig had her. Yep, it's true.
Do you like your brush? What is this?
Corvid, your message not coming up over here, but I'll read your message. Corvid says we need to send collective good vibes to BG. Yes, all good vibes to BG, that she gets a much, much better home and she doesn't end up in Syria. Thank you for being a member for 10 months, son.
Your cat bites when you brush. Baby Vagina. Hey, clammed. BG, let me brush you, BG. It's not a toy, BG. What's these things? Good girl. These are nice babies. You gonna go Syria? You're just gonna be safe with mom. Yes. You're gonna have a garden and, a baby sister. Oh, we gotta cut your toes. Look at these. Look at these. Next time you're in your Carol Baskin. There's apparently a lot of land.
Nom, nom, I'm gonna eat your chicken legs.
Do a lot of people understand when we say that we are so thrilled that Chantel can not have children? Because, right, Amy Mae, you do realize that if she had a kid, let's say she went through and she had Pete's Jr., okay? Just saying, right? She would be taking that kid with her off to Syria and wouldn't even think twice about it. Not giving a fuck about the danger that she would be putting that kid in. She would be doing the same thing. Fine says that's not a fucking... Is that an actual brush? Bitch, is that a hairbrush? Oh my God. Half Pint, thank you for the support, hun.
Cheeks brushed? She don't let me brush her face, really.
You look mangy. This. This. I gotta go outside.
She always does this little somersault thing. Look. What's this?
You freak of nature. Ow! Freaking bite me? What's this?
I mean, you would like to hope that she would have lost custody, but I don't know how Canada's system works. But over here in America, like, they will look past a lot of shit before they will step in and take a kid away from their parents. Like, it's really fucking insane, the danger that they will allow a kid to be in before finally somebody steps in and does anything. It's disgusting.
What's this?
You love beef. See how she does that with her head? BJ. Come on, BJ. Oh. Hija. Come on, Hija. Let me give her a treat. Where's your treat?
Tap, tap.
Come on, Hija. Let me give her a treat.
You mean to tell me they put those 2 slices of pizza in that big ass pizza box, Chantel? Shiny says, yeah, but that's $1 pet brush from the dollar store. Of course it is. I don't even think that's a pet brush. I'm pretty sure that's not a pet brush. Don't most pet brushes have the 2-sided or whatever? We have a comb that we use, and then we have this one where you push it and it pops out and then it goes back in so you can collect all the hair on it. But the ones like that, I thought they were 2-sided. But maybe it's just one of the cheap ones from the dollar store. I don't know. Shiny, thank you for the support, hun. Goodbye, Kyle. Girl, thank you so much for gifting 5 the YouTube Underground memberships. Let's see who got them. Amy Mae, Gary, is it Kasia? Sassy Shelly, hello, girl, if you're listening. The Bandit, did I get everybody? I think so. A word from our sponsor, Pickle. Go ahead. Hold on.
Life's journey is like a pickle. That surprising crunch ultimately makes it more enjoyable.
Yes, that is very true. I agree, Pickle, and thank you for that. Kyle, thank you. Appreciate you, hun. Welcome, welcome, all new members. Oh, I missed you, Radioactive Gaming. Radioactive Gaming says, I think people need to prepare themselves for her at least trying to move that cat, even if she can't get her through. We all know how silly she is. I think if she could, Radioactive Gaming, like if she really could, she would rather, just to spite a motherfucker, take the cat with her. That would be her one goal. It would just trigger the fuck out of people. she would, be so happy that she was able to prove people wrong, and she took BG to Syria, and look, me and BG. But I really just don't think that it's possible. I don't think that it is. But you know what? She has shocked me more times than I care to count. So we'll see. And thank you for the super chat, hun. Rojo says she's willing to risk BG's life because cats are her only content lately. Yup. And again, just to spite people too. Don't forget the spite. Just like Big Sig, Foodie also does a lot of shit out of spite. I would say it's a Canadian thing, but I'm not going to insult my fellow Canadians. Rojo, thank you for the support, hun.
Where's your treats? Where's your treats? Yeah. Oh, BG, you have to go. Come here. Come on. Hey, don't you do that. Come here. Come on. Off my chair.
Yes, BG, come up on the counter. Come on the counter. Exactly where you shouldn't be. Look at her training the cat to get on the counter.
Come on if you want a treat. Come on. Good girl.
Oh my God.
Oh, BG. Hold on, guys. Wait.
Yes, it's true. I'm part Canadian.
Get her. You think you're cool waiting for your treats, don't you? Here you go. What is this? Your evening treat time?
Bro, this looks like something out of like a 1970s horror film. Look at the quality of this shit. I don't know what she did to the settings, but I wish she would keep it like this, Chantel. I love it.
Here you go.
Look at that. You know what it looks like? You know, like those really cheap, scary movies that they make, and it looks like it's been shot with like a camcorder or something? That's what this shit looks like.
What is this?
Like kitchen scene. Somebody's about to get murdered right now.
Your evening treat time? Oh, my, stinks like fish. Stinky fish.
Do you just pour those things into a bowl? I didn't think that's how they work. I don't feed those to my cats. I think they're gross, but I didn't think you were supposed to do it like that.
Pew.
Canadian Witch Project, yes. Oh, you can?
What's these things? Thank you, Sal. BG for Prez. How do they eat that shit?
Who said that? The Anon sister says, reminder that we once saw Chantel eating sweets and grapes out of that bowl. Oh my God.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
This is what she's feeding BG instead of feeding her proper kibble. Feed me.
They gave me a new filter. I asked for one because our fridge, the building gives us replacement filters, like for the fridge. Fago, thank you, Fago. What massive fart? I don't fart. I didn't fart. My house looks clean.
I don't know, guys. And I know this might be like, I don't know. I think that maybe she did have some kind of like inspection, but I think it was a regular inspection. I don't think that these apartment people came in because Chantel gave her notice and they want to make sure nothing needs to be fixed before she moves out, which I'm sorry, makes no sense to me. I think it was just one of those where they schedule to come in and you know, like they do checkups every how many ever months. I don't necessarily believe that this was because she gave her notice. Big Bertha says, not her e-begging like with Julia before coming to Canada. That's exactly what's happening, Big Bertha. And thank you for the support, hon. Of course, we are just repeating history at this point. Joe the bro, hello. The Compound Farm Villa rental listing is in, I don't know how to say that, a suburb in Damascus, hour and a half from Dara. She's lying about it being remote to throw us off. Ooh, I could see that. Okay, how did you get this information though? I'm just curious, but I could see that being true for sure. Chantel does like to lie about certain things to throw people off of her scent, off of her tracks, if you will. All right, I'll take your word for it. That tracks. And thank you for the support.
Very sterile looking, eh? Enu, 8 months. Hello. Thanks, Enu. Ready, set, rebees. Thank you.
Haven't I been saying that? Sleep apnea? I've been saying that. So, law, whatever property that Chantel's about to move to, they don't own it. It's a rental. And I stand behind that. This is not an extra. Oh, Discord. I haven't been in Discord in a few days. I know I need to get back in there. Sorry, I've been working on the website. But I've been saying since she's been talking about this move, this is not a property that Salah's family owns. They have the family home. And in my opinion, that is it. And no, I don't believe that Chantel has sent Salah enough money for him to buy a brand new property. No, they're renting it.
Pepe. I gotta mentally prepare for the elevator now. Yeah. Yeah. You got some new. Your timer starts. Oh, it's 8. Foodie fan. Thank you, guys. The balaclava. My hijab. Teardrop. How many minutes you got left, Teardrop?
So do you remember when Chantel first started talking about this and she was like, she mentioned, she goes, I don't know if I'm going to this house. I don't know if I'm getting an apartment. I don't know what's going to happen, but I have to have all the luxuries, AC and all that. So if she's in the city or whatever, I'm sure they do have all of those things available. And you're right. The pool especially would make a lot more sense. I think so. I think she's going to be living in the city, which is great for us because then we get to see everything.
We got to Blaze. Yeah, let's go outside first. Let's scoop first. Where can we go right now?
I don't know. I might take the music off. I feel like the music on the website could get annoying. I just thought it was cool. It's funny though. Like if you go to like the trading card section and it doesn't work all the time, it's just something in Shopify. It doesn't allow it. But if you're lucky, you'll hear Griff Gang. I thought that shit was funny.
What's this? What? Look at her.
No.
What's this?
She will
Your
not.
timer just started? Okay. I guess it starts at 8. These sun chips, I bought them and had some, but fuck, I don't like them. I used to like them, but what's this? What is that? What is that? What is that? My oven, I think, is pretty clean, but no, I gotta clean it some more still. See, it needs a little bit of cleaning.
What is that pizza box, ma'am? What are you doing? I thought you got 2 slices. That's not a 2-slice box, kid.
That's an empty box. I gotta recycle it. Look at her on her.
She done threw back a whole large pizza pie. And she's supposed to be locked in for travel. That shit is great.
Her scratcher. Ija. What's this?
Foxy, I can't believe you're not entertained. I love this. I love when Chantel is off of the couch, especially when she's in her kitchen.
Boo-boo eyes. Yes. Do you like when she goes? Oops, sorry about that. Queen of Scratchy thing. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. My scooter is very squeaky. Yeah, I should take the box out now that they're gone. Hey, Age of Innocence. Hi, Kiara. The empty pizza box. No, I'm not putting her outside. I'm gonna make like an area they can bees, but always keep them attended. Teardrop. How evil of you to force an animal who probably wants fresh air to breathe outside. What the hell? If I was that stupid with cat care, I wouldn't have had one for one. She wouldn't. BBJ would not have lived to be. Yeah, it's Mr. Chi. I got a whole. They have really their pizza's really fucking cheap at the mall. You get a large halal pizza, 2 drinks and a dip for like $26.
You told us you got 2 slices of pizza. And now you got a whole bundle with a large pizza. That might be extra large. That's a big ass pizza box. Desi's mama says she is starting her crap with the paranoia about elevators. Sciatica will appear again, crapping everywhere from food poisoning, etc. It's great, isn't it? Get me out of her mouth. Desi's mama, thank you for the support. Dude, I can't get over what that person just said though. Because when she first started talking about her moving back to Syria and how she had all of these listed demands in an apartment or whatever, I was like, that would make more sense. And then she very quickly pivoted to this remote location out in the country. I want to see where she ends up. The apartment in Damascus, and I know I don't say that right, but whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about, would make so much more sense and make the transition for her not as bad as to moving out in the middle of nowhere. I think that she would try to go to different restaurants. What I don't know what they have in the city or whatever. I'm sure they have something where she can go get her food. They probably have better electricity. They have probably better everything than a farmhouse out in the middle of nowhere. I think that might be what's happening. But again, I don't know. I can't say for sure, but that makes sense. And that also makes sense for Salah, because then he gets to come to town with Chantel and they don't have to really travel anywhere to do their little couple vlogs or whatever that she's promised him, because he still wants to be a famous YouTuber. Like he wants to be a part of Chantel's YouTube channel as well. I'm curious to see what happens. Desi, thank you for the support, hun.
That's pretty good these days for pizza. So I got a whole pizza. I can't remember when it was a few days ago, maybe. I don't remember. Thank you, IP. When did 2 slices? Today I had 2 slices. I prefer getting the slices because I don't know.
No, hold on.
Pizza. Mr. Chi. I got a whole.
I want to hear about this deal. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked.
How is that stupid with cat care?
The location, I'm going to have to put on hold. Okay. I think it's a big possibility. Apartment in town makes a lot of sense, but the farmhouse could also happen. Regardless, I do believe that they're renting. Okay, hold on. Let me get that out the screen.
I wouldn't have had one for one. She wouldn't. BBJ would not have lived to be. Yeah, it's Mr. Chi. I got a whole. They have really. Their pizza's really fucking cheap at the mall. You get a large halal pizza.
A large halal pizza. Okay. Jordy says she's too scared to move to the US because of what she sees in the quote unquote news. But says the literal travel warning from Canada to go to Syria is exaggerated. Make it make sense. Agree, Jordy, 1,000,000%. Isn't that something though? Thank you for the support, hun. Hold on. I got a whole. They have really. Their pizza's really fucking cheap at the mall. You get a large halal pizza, 2 drinks and a dip for like $26. That's pretty good these days for pizza. What the fuck do you need a whole pizza for? So you got a $26 pizza, 2 drinks, and a big thing of dip. The 2 drinks should have been the giveaway, Chantel. You got yourself a family meal. So she's claiming that the pizza deal that she got was on a different day. She's still sticking to the story that she only got the 2 pieces yesterday and the whole pizza was from the other day. So one day you're eating a whole pizza and the next day you only need 2 slices. I got a whole pizza. I can't remember when it was a few days ago, maybe. I don't remember. Thank you, IP. God damn. When did 2 slices? Today I had 2 slices. I prefer getting the slices because I threw out a lot of the pizza. Like what happens is sometimes I'll order a large and then I realize I can't finish it all. And so I just eat the toppings off. So you want us to believe that you threw the empty slices from the box away, but you still have the box? No, I don't believe that, ma'am. Yes, age of innocence. Where'd my cup? What is going on here? BG's back there like, I would like to present to the audience Exhibit A. My mom is a big, fat, fucking liar. That's borrow, yeah. Would you rather be able to communicate with pets or you're with your haters? My pets. Bees, yeah. It's dirty in there. BG is so funny. Look at her trying to open up the box. Bees, yeah. I bet BG's trying to open up that box because there's still pizza crust thrown in there to prove that Chantel just didn't eat the toppings out of there. Like there's a couple of pieces of pizza crust inside of that box and BG wants to prove Chantel to be a liar right now. Look at her. She's trying to open up the box to show us. Hey, Snarky. It's dirty in there, Hija. Wait, Hija. Look, it's dirty. No, BG. Look at that. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. An empty pizza box. She ate it all. Dell, hello. So they inspected her appliances like the oven without turning it on with trash in it. Exactly, Dell. She's a liar. A liar. A liar that likes to lie. Dell, thank you for the support, hun.
BG, it's dirty in there. It's not that bad.
Bro, everything that she says, every single thing that she says, you can't trust any of it. Any of these stupid things that she talks about, things that you cannot imagine, just an average person talking to you and having a conversation about, you would never question it. When you are listening to Chantel, or God forbid, having a conversation with her, you would have to question everything. Again, it's weird.
Actually, it's just go on if you want. There's just a few crumbs. There's no sauce.
She wants kibble. She wants food. She wants to be fed, cutie. You gave her a liquid diet with no calories.
It's dirty. You're gonna get crumbs on your pausey paws. Oh dear.
Oh my god.
What are these things? What's these things?
You think your life would be so much better with no electricity and a romance scammer? Okay, good luck. How'd I do, Big Bertha? Thank you for the support and very well said. Appreciate you.
PG thinks she's cool, Street Spoon. You think you're cool. Yeah, okay, it's yours, but I would rather you sit on top because there's not really.
Holy shit. Anna says I got charged $27 for a medium one topping at Domino's. I was pissed. I think I just got ripped off. I also believe you got ripped off. I can feed my kids. Depends on where we go. I mean, we are not fancy pizza eaters around here. It's usually the Papa John's, which is like top tier for us. Okay. Don't judge. Or if, I'm being a little cheap or whatever, but the kids still like it. It's Little Caesars, baby. You can get you a large one topping for what? Like $6.99. Used to be $5. And then they took that shit away. But still better than nothing. That is a ripoff.
Pretty much crumbs.
We don't be eating at the Domino's or the Pizza Hut.
Actually. What the? She's gonna poop? No, she's not a everywhere pooper. She's very clean.
I love you anyways. You're so funny. You have a big bum. What these?
It'd be a cold day in hell. I pay for Domino's. Nah, like if I went somewhere fancy, like one of those fancy pizza places or whatever, maybe. But Domino's, $27 for a medium? Nah, never. I'm okay with walking away. Like if I go in somewhere and I go to order a pizza and they're like $27 for a medium, I'm like, okay, never mind. Thank you anyways.
There's like a water sprite. I'm gonna bring this box to Syria. Sorry, I need to bring it because my cat loves it. There's pizza there. Look at your tail. Okay, guys, let's go out. No, that's not updated information, bleep bleep. Because number one, Salah is gonna meet me at the airport. If they try to give me trouble, he will talk with them. Thank you, 20-piece McNug. Whenever he brought Julia from Kuwait, he didn't need to quarantine at all. So it could be, but if that happens, I'll deal with it as it comes, I'm not leaving her. No way. Look at her. She loves me. I love you. No.
She hates you, just like all the other animals in your life hate you. Buster and Julia, Smokey. She doesn't like you, Chantel. I think she doesn't have a choice but to be used to you, but actually liking you, that's to be debated.
Oh, and Mama's gonna be with you all the ways. Maybe it's different. I don't know. Strawberries. That's for her. Hi, Nina. It's pajamas. I hope you like pajamas too. No, he flew in. He flew into Syria. I'm not upset. We want BG to take her shahada. Hey, Nina. Pajamas, Marsha. Do you like this box? You love the box.
She acts like Salary is such a connected person. He'll talk to them. He knows a lot of people. I don't mean like anything bad or anything, but he knows people. He knows people that knows people.
Yeah. He flew into... He's going to help me. Don't worry. He's going to go to Damascus, the offices, and find out. It's going to be fine.
Doesn't he have to run a business? You mean to tell me that he's going to interrupt his busy business day of taking care of business and his sick dad to go to Damascus and get paperwork for your cat? Sure.
Inshallah. He's good at stuff.
Salah is just, I'm sorry, Salary is just as big of a liar as Chantel. And again, maybe even more so. Probably not, but just as big of one.
Like that.
Hey, envelope.
And he knows a lot of people. She's still in the box. Mama's coming. Is her box clean? Yes. Okay. I love my cat. What is this? What is this? I don't know.
Hey, girl, hey, we've already caught Salah in so many lies in Chantel's chat. I mean, she even says that Salah is a liar. Look at that. That's a good one. Chantel herself she calls it trolling. I don't necessarily think that Salah is trolling. I think he wants people to believe that he is just a traveling, successful businessman. So when he says he's in places like Turkey or his passport is strong. He can travel. He can go anywhere. He owns multiple properties. He owns multiple vehicles. She's like, he's trolling. He's just messing with you guys. No, he's a liar that likes to lie. Loading up on the well-needed mobility scooter.
Oh my god, the scooter's angry. Hey, Dreamweaver. Girly self-care. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's see.
Yes, Missing Mimic, and she's leaving that part out. She said he inflates everything to make it sound better. She did, and those were her words. You're right, Loop. Salary went from Kuwait to Syria. Chantel, not Canada to Syria. It's different. Exactly. His experience in taking Julia from Kuwait to Syria is completely different from her taking BG from Canada to Syria. But she's leaving that part out of it.
The battery? Where you got? Oh, 1 bar down. Sounds like a haunted house. Yeah, I'm getting the good use out of it. Watch your Toby. Watch your Toby. Watch your Toby.
Big Bertha says she's going to walk that Salary talk back about him trolling. If he gives her shit about it, which there's a very big possibility because, again, he listens to everything, she absolutely will. And it's probably coming sooner than later. Big Bertha, thank you for the support. He also uses it as an excuse and reason to why he can't live with Cutie every day. He isn't traveling for business. He has another wife and life. Street Carp, I agree.
Watch your Toby. I don't want to ram into the island.
And so people are probably questioning whether or not if they believe that, or if they are entertaining that Salah has another wife in Syria, like a real wife, whether or not that his wife will actually know about Chantel or is she going to care. I would say that yes, she'll know about Chantel and no, she's not going to care. If that's the case, I'm sure that they are going to be well aware exactly of what Salah's intentions are for Chantel.
Bye. I'll be back, inshallah. Black coffee and cake pops fast. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta put you in the basket to get out my door. Hold on.
Kyle says, I'm going to take a wild guess and assume she will get a second seat for free. Not a lot of people rushing to Syria at this moment. She's banking on that. She's always banked on that.
Oh, wait, someone just left. I can hear it.
Oh my God, I don't want to see them see me. I don't want them to see me on my mobility scooter. I'm going to wait inside. I'm embarrassed. They're going to hear your mobility scooter, Chantel. They hear you outside of the door, dummy.
Oh, fuck.
Keith says he's putting Chantel in a barn somewhere like a pet. The main wife doesn't care. Hell no. I mean, the main wife is going to benefit. They're going to get more solar paneling. They're going to get everything from Chantel's dime. Now that she doesn't have to pay the $40,000 to live in Canada anymore, That money can go directly to Salah and his family. Really, honestly, I can't blame them. I mean, if you just gotta go visit and throw some feed at a Canadian death fad every couple of days, if you were living in Syria and that meant that you could have a better life, would you do it? I would. Hell yeah.
Hey, foodie for life, food for life. That sounds good. Goes in the basket. Hold on. I'll be back, BCS.
Chantel, don't forget to take gifts for all of Salah's family. The wife is going to be living it up when Chantel's dumb. You know what? Good for all of them, except Salah. I don't like Salah, but good for everybody else. And you know what, Chantel? The life you truly deserve. I got to get out of here, guys. Thank you all so much for showing up, showing out as always. This was a good time. We might, depending on what Cutie does for today, I am going to assume it's going to be more gassing up Syria and talking about taking BG and prepping and no walking and sealing. If so, we might skip Chantel tomorrow. It really just depends. And there is a stream of Rosies. I know that I really want to cover. So we'll have to see what today brings. Carrie Ann says barn pig. That'll do. You know what? She's worked hard to get in that position, Carrie Ann. So again, let me say this. Just like Chantel has fought hard to maintain the position, the condition that she is in, the 500 pounds that she is not out, like that takes hard work and dedication. She is also putting in that amount of effort to give up her comfortable life in Canada to go back to be in Syria and very well likely live in a barn and see her quote unquote husband a couple of days a week. Her karma. Carrie Ann, thank you for the support. Mia Moore says, I wonder if she'll finally catch one that there's another wife when the new baby starts calling salary dad dad. You know what? She'll, just like when Dee Dee came around and she found out that Dee Dee was the main chick and that she was then just like somewhat sort of the side chick, she just had to fall into her role. So even if she finds out that there's a wife and a family and a baby and all of that shit, what the fuck is she gonna do? Do you really think that's gonna be enough from Chantel to walk away from that relationship? We know from previous experience, there's nothing that Salah can do that will run Chantel off. Absolutely nothing. Not a baby, not a wife. She will fall into the role, and she's basically said as much as being a stepmom. Yeah. Mia, thank you for the support. Appreciate you guys so much. And I will see you guys same time, same place tomorrow.